Lachi is a globally touring performer, charting songwriter and award-winning social entrepreneur who is who has collaborated with international brands and some of the biggest names in dance music. Boasting millions of streams, Lachi's music has debuted on national charts, including Light Me Up, which hit 29 on HotAC radio chart. Being legally blind, Lachi worked to bring discussions of inclusion and accessibility into the music industry. She has been featured in Billboard, Forbes, New York Times, Good Morning America, Essence, and more.
Hey y'all, it is Lachi, Lachi, Lachi like Versace. I am she, her. I am a Black woman with cornrows. I am wearing a red shirt and a red flower in my studio here in Manhattan. And I am Aries, if anybody needs that. And I identify as blind. I also have all sorts of other neurodivergences like OCD, ADD, and general anxiety, all of which I am super duper proud of because I am trying not to be not proud of no part. Okay, so just by way of introduction, I'm a recording artist and I've had the pleasure of working with some household names like Apple to Apple, the Black Eyed Peas, Alicia Keys through her organization, She's the Music. I am a personality and host for PBS American Masters. I'm a globally traveling speaker. I've spoken at places like the White House and the BBC. I'm on several music industry boards, including being board governor of the Grammys in our New York chapter. And I'm the CEO and founder of Ramped, Recording Artists and Music Professionals with Disabilities. And we're a global sort of platform equipping the music industry with disability inclusive solutions, but also bringing paid opportunity, visibility, and community to neurodivergent, disabled, and chronically ill folks who work in the music industry, recording artists and music professionals. I've had the honor of being named the USA Today's Woman of the Year for 2024. And I name all of this because I'm a Black woman with a disability, so I navigate the world assuming I'm not allowed to be proud of myself, but y'all know better, so I know that I can share my wins and my triumphs with y'all. So if you were to describe exactly what Lachi does, what I like to say is that I like to infiltrate pop culture with disability narratives. And I believe, honestly, that the reason I've been infiltrating and finding some success doing that, I mean, Ramped has worked with the Grammys, with Netflix, with Sony. I mean, these are hard nuts to crack for anybody. And we've been able to do that, I think, because I'm Black. Honestly, I think that's what it is. I think that's what it is. Because Black people have an unbreakable spirit. I mean, at the end of the day, we talk about generational traumas. I think our generational treasure is our unbreakable spirit. We've always communicated through movement. We've always community built. This is what Black culture has been historically. And, dominant culture, their generational treasures have been, oh, I deserve it, so I'm going to take it. And okay, that's cool. But, is that a culture? So I believe that Black culture is just so strong. And so I believe that when disability culture is Black culture led, that is when we'll find strength. So today I'm going to talk about Black disabled excellence in culture, because culture is my place, it's my forte. But before I get into some examples of Black disabled excellence in culture, I want to first talk about why disability culture is so white. Like, why is disability rights so white? And I think personally, look, I'm not a scholar, but I think it's because when we talk about slavery and the slave times, slave owners used to use disability as a way to offer inequity to slaves, right? So they would make up neurodivergences and disabilities, these terms for slaves that maybe ran away or were uppity and stuff like that. So they would say, oh, they've got smaller brains, or they have this, or they have that. So treat them worse than you're already treating slaves because they have a disability. And so Black culture was like, yeah, I'm no longer touching that. But what that led to is these disability movements eventually being so white. And because, Black culture is all about color and dance and movement, and, dominant culture isn't, disability rights kind of really just turned into grievance politics. And instead of being about community building, instead of being about movement, it has been about grievance politics. It's been about crabs in a barrel. It's honestly been pretty colonial. So I think for us to be able to get out of that, Black people need to do it, guys. We need to be the ones to lead it because, I hate to just say it like this, but we're cool. We're the cool ones. And so this is why everyone from teens to our music, to our clothing, to our fashion, everyone wants it. Remember, you're a Black disabled person. That means you're part of Black culture and disabled culture. So let's infuse Black culture with disabled culture because we're the ones that get to do it. So let's talk about Black disabled excellence in culture, a few examples. So I'm going to start with the fact that it's actually because of Black people that we have the ADA. Okay. Black people have done everything from white people took music. I'm sorry, dominant culture took music, took what's the word I'm looking for? They took the credit ever since Big Mama Thornton, right? So they're also taking credit for the ADA. And I'm gonna say that there was a lot of amazing dominant culture people that were a part of the movement, including, my girl. Anyone who knows me knows that I absolutely love Judy Heumann. But the truth of the matter is that there were 20 something sit-ins during that federal building sit-in for disability rights. And all but one fell apart because disabled people can't be sitting in buildings for 28 days. We got help we need. But the one in San Francisco lasted because of a Black person named Brad Lomax that was a part of that particular sit-in and was able to work with the Black Panthers to get folks hot food every day for those 28 days. So the Black Panthers, and by way of Brad Lomax, are the reason that we were able to sit there for 28 days, get legislators to listen to us, and then eventually turn that into what is now today the ADA. So Black people made the ADA, guys, and do not ever forget that. And don't forget the name Brad Lomax. Okay. Then we have Harriet Tubman. Oh, and Brad Lomax had MS, wheelchair user. Harriet Tubman, she had epilepsy and low vision due to abuse from her slave owner. Well, what did she do? She built the railroad, right? The Underground Railroad that we all know about and love. She had a disability. Speaking of slave time, Black folks with disabilities that really did big things in culture, you need to know the name Blind Tom Wiggins. Blind Tom Wiggins was obviously blind and also had autism and was a piano player. He was the best piano player that ever lived on this earth. He actually ended up being the highest grossing pianist in the 1900s. So not the highest grossing Black pianist, not the highest grossing American pianist, not the highest grossing autistic pianist, the highest grossing pianist of all of the 19th century. Sorry, the 19th century. First African American to perform at the White House and just made the most money. Obviously, all that money went to like his slave owners who eventually did a conservatorship. That's a whole nother sad story of dominant culture kind of taking what's not theirs. But I'm going to let you know right now, this guy was a good pianist, and this guy made bank and was worldwide known. So know his name. Nina Simone, bipolar, y'all know her. I put a spell on you. Or, hey, Cinnamon, Nina Simone. She had bipolar. This is just a showcase of how Black folks have always navigated differently and been super duper talented. Harry Belafonte, he was he popularized calypso music. He had dyslexia. He was also a huge civil rights activist. Another big civil rights activist was, another huge civil rights activist is Fannie Lou Hamer. Fannie Lou Hamer had polio. Okay. Y'all know B.B. King, the blues, and Bill Withers. Both stutterers. Okay. But like, okay, y'all are like, okay, those are historic folk. How about people of today? Are there Black folks of today with disabilities that are just navigating out here doing real shit? Okay, first of all, Lachi. Okay. LachiMusic.com. But I want to go over just a few because it's all over different genres, all over different aspects of culture and media. So there's this amazing artist named Black Coffee, one-armed DJ, Grammy winner, out here doing electronic music. Questlove, autism, amazing Black drummer. Missy Elliott, who y'all know, who definitely pioneered female rap and has chromes. Evie Oddly, first disabled gay person to win RuPaul's Drag Race, Black as well. And of course, you guys know Solange, neurodivergent. Solange Knowles, neurodivergent. And I'm going to close out with Holly Berry, who's half deaf. Everybody knows the gorgeous Holly Berry, and Whoopi Goldberg, who also has dyslexia. But going beyond that, we have a ton of members at Ramped who are doing a lot of work, a lot of cultural work within the disability space, combining Blackness, hip hop, and disability. So one name that I want to throw out there that I want to make sure you folks look up is the VP, the vice president of Ramped, which is Namel Norris, runs an amazing hip hop group / hip hop activist group, anti-gun violence group called Four Wheel City. So definitely check them out. So I want to thank y'all so much for sitting down with me and going over Black disabled excellence and Black disabled culture. Remember, disability culture is the music, the art, the words, the perspectives, and the contributions that we make within our amazing, different, beautiful body jazz and mind soup that we're born with. And as folks who were fortunate enough to be born Black, we have the power to truly infuse an unbreakable spirit into disability culture that no one else can. So thank you so much for listening. Again, my name is Lachi, and I want to sing a song for you guys and girls and all else called Black Girl Cornrows. It's an homage to my self-description and, you know, the fact that I believe that self-description is self-expression. I hope you enjoy. Thanks.
He who shall be lurking in the darkness shall be brought to light. If you wait and ready, show me where your heart is. Step into the light. You ain't in the dark. Show me where you are. Show me where you are. You ain't in the dark. Show me where you are. Lachi, she heard. Black girl, cornrow. Black girl, cornrow. Black girl cornrows, high heels, gold rich. Black girl cornrows, big mouth, chest out. Black girl cornrows, black girl cornrows, black girl cornrows, thick lipstick hips. Black girl cornrows. Yeah. She, her black girl cornrows, brown skin, raised. Not born though, seeing the drip from the face to the shoelace, hanging from the cane. When they see me blow the horns up loud, I'm an incredibly proud daredevil African child, straight from the roots of a 10th-generation pursuit of me, chasing of greatness and bagging the loot that my forefathers knew. When my forefathers grew and my rich mama flew to America, they would be better off shielded by heritage. I own the life of the whites, cause it's nice to be blind to the narrative. I came out, y'all was like, bruh, only your mother could love. Dreams on the hush, diamond and rough. Now watch me whine as I dine, shine to the blood, and I am enough. 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 I am enough.